Hi everybody. Okay, I'm back again, and I'm doing another 2 typewriter tutorials in a day. Wow. So this one is a 1961 Olympia Monica, and the Monicas are still part of the SM series. They're fantastic. The reason I like them is because they look, even though it's the same body shape, it's a smooth eggshell color, and also it had a lot of them have that authentic vintage yellowing in it, and so it's just so yummy and gorgeous. It's like butter, or it's like lace, you know, like your grandmother's doily or something like that, except for it's a really smooth, not small, smooth finish on it. They're just a beautiful machine, but it's still an SM by Olympia, and the performance on these Olympias are amazing. They're just so well manufactured. They feel like butter. I have this theme of butter going. Maybe I need some butter. Anyway, so we're going to turn the video around. I'm just going to show you how to use your Olympia Monica if you've got one. So if you do, go grab it. And I always forget, but I'm going to remember this time. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe, like our videos, share it with others, leave a comment. That all makes a huge difference. Thanks so much. All right, let's start typing. Okay, so I do all my tutorials here on my kitchen table, so they're never, you know, like totally perfect or anything like that. While I have a studio, it's not set up really for this kind of work. It's more of an art and writing studio. Okay, so I did already a typing paper, and you may wonder, what on earth is that blob? Okay, well here, let's first look at the font. It's a very nice font. This comes out of, you know, especially from new fresh ribbons. Sometimes they'll have just a bunch of ink in it. And what happened is, in this case, it's a brand new ribbons full of ink. Well, some of that ink has pooled in like one spot, and when I started typing, it just splattered everywhere. So if you have a brand new ribbon in your typewriter, always test it out. Maybe type a full page just to get some of that newness and splatter out. And so all I did was kind of move forward along the ribbon until that blotch. You can see if there's a pool of ink, you can always see the blotch on the ribbon. So I moved forward past that and then was able to type, and you can see the font there. Hold on, my phone here. It's a little bit better. Anyway, okay, so this is kind of more of a real basic model of the SM series, but to me, it's one of my favorites. So let's go and take a look at the back area, and I can't lift it all the way just because my camera's too close. So way back here on your Monica, you're gonna see some metal, they're not even tabs, but you're gonna see these metal thingies. And those are your tab sets. And so what you do is you press and you drag. And you should have 6, and you just put it where you want your tab stops to be. And not everybody, like I don't use tabs when I'm typing. But, I mean, I guess some people do. They were more for accounting purposes. But nevertheless, it is there if you want to use it. That is how you set it. Now, in the same fashion, let me lift it up again. Right here is kind of got a curved metal piece, and it like fits your thumb. And if you press down and drag, this is your margins. So the margins are going to be on the top, and the tabs are going to be on the back. And then also back here is going to be, let me set this down. I'm kind of doing it blind because I have my phone in my face. This is your paper holder, which I love my paper holders because there's like fingernails on a chalkboard. To me, when the sound of a paper, when it's folding over and it hits the table, I'm kind of does that. When I'm typing, that's like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. So I always use my paper holder. Love it. Okay. So, over here on the right side, this is your paper release. So that when you're loading your paper, you just set it against this back plate. Just set it there, turn the handle, that should catch it. If it doesn't, that means there's probably some of your some rollers that are underneath are probably flat and you might need those replaced. Okay, so this happened to load very well, a little bit off, but sometimes it's a lot off, and so you just pull your paper release forward. That releases the tension, put your paper where you want it, re-engage, and you're ready to go. Now, to move your carriage, this is your carriage right here, you press down on this metal piece. There's your bell. Your bell will ding just a few spaces before your margin is set. So if I move my margin in, it's going to ding sooner, okay? And so when you're typing and that bell goes off, that means it's time for you to hit your return handle. But if you're in the middle of a word, type, that goes off, it stops, and you're in the middle of a word, don't worry, you have your margin release, which is this MR key right here. Press that, and now you can finish your word and then go on your merry way. I'm going to bring this in. All right, on the left side is your line selector, and when you hit your return handle, it will advance one line or two or three. So that is what the line selector is for. If you come over here, I move the carriage all the way to the left so that my handle is nowhere near my cover. Then you just grab it in the middle, give it a gentle pull up, and now you can take a look at the inside. So this is your typing basket. Your type bars, you have your spools. It does use a universal ribbon. We happen to have a metal spool with ribbon in here. I don't know what you have, but if you don't have any, you can use a universal ribbon, and we have those on our website. Now, to reverse the direction of your spool, because right now it's going this way, and eventually I'll get all the way to the end, but that's not the end of the ink. That ink's going to last you a really long time. And so to reverse, I have what's called I call them the double barrels, and you can reach them here, but you just tap it on either side, and that reverses the ribbon. So right now it's going this way. I'm just going to tap, and now it'll go this way. But the nice thing is you can see, like I can see my double barrel is sticking out on this side. I'll just tap it. Oh, now it's sticking out on this side, and I'll just tap it. And that's how you reverse the direction of your ribbon. Now to take the ribbon out, this one, most typewriters you just pull, but this one you can't. So there is this little metal arm that's holding your spool in, and you can there's like a little notch here you can pull back, or you can pull it back this way and then pull your spool out and then pop it back in. When you are threading your ribbon, make sure the ribbon goes in the middle of that double barrel. Okay, oops. When I took that spool out, it pulled it out. I'm going to put that back in. And it's very, very messy. So I am not going to lie to you. Changing out ribbon is a huge pain. I hate doing it. My husband does it. So thank you to my husband. He will always do the ribbon for me. Let me lift this up so you can see the middle area, just so it will help you as you're trying to thread. And you can take a screenshot of that, whatever you need to do. And it's just, I don't even know how to explain it to you. So you need to make sure it's threaded through the double barrel, and you're just going to notice lips and slits in the metal piece here, and you just got to make sure that ribbon goes through those. Now, and the best way to do that is to look at that up close snapshot that I showed you. When you do the ribbon, it goes over the top, okay, around the back and underneath. Same with this one. Over the top, around the back, underneath. The black goes on top, the red goes on bottom. Now you can use any two-color ribbon out there, or you can use a solid color. That really doesn't matter. But if you do use the two-color, and you want to kind of follow along the color selector down here. Make sure your darker color is on top. All right, when you put this down, don't just like set it there. Make sure it snaps all the way down. If not, your handle is gonna run into this, and that's why a lot of typewriters have chips and scratches right here. It's from the handle. Okay, speaking of color selector, it's right over here on the right side. Kind of hard to see, but it's right there. The top selector is for black, the bottom selector is for red, and right in the middle is a white one. That one is for stencils. And if you have it on that setting, it is not gonna, you're gonna be like, what is wrong with my typewriter? It will not type. It'll type, but it won't imprint. See, there's nothing there. So if you're doing that and you're like, what is wrong with my typewriter? Don't panic. Check two things. Check your color selector. Make sure it's firmly on black or red. And then the other thing to check is reverse the direction of your ribbon. So whenever you have an issue, always stop. Don't type through it. Always stop. And reverse your ribbon. Check this. And a lot of times that takes care of it. Over here on the left side, you'll see another metal lever. This is your carriage lock. So actually it's right in the spot it needs to be. So if I flip that up and I tap my carriage, now it's locked. It's not gonna move anywhere to release. And so if you get one, if you buy an Olympia SM series, most likely your carriage will be locked when it arrives to you, and you'll be like, what's going on? I can't move it. Just tap that thing down. You'll see that it kind of jumped, and you are now free to go. Move about the cabin, right? So I showed you, we'll do the margin release again, but here's your backspace. I showed you the tabs, how to set them, and this is how you go from tab to tab. Your turquoise colored buttons are your shift, okay? So you have your lowercase, shift is uppercase, you have your numbers, shift is symbols, and then shift lock is the small button above it that locks it in all caps, so you can type all caps, and then to release it, excuse me, just press on the turquoise button there. That is how you use an Olympia MONICA. I hope this was so helpful to you. It's really a fantastic typewriter. If you have the opportunity to get one, grab it. Even if you're not ready to do a lot of typing, I guarantee you that when you are ready, you are going to be so glad you have an Olympia MONICA, any SM series. But me personally, the MONICA is my favorite. Only because I love the glossy eggshell finish, but they are amazing typewriters. Highly, highly recommended. All right, thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Happy typing.